A warm good morning to one and all present here. My name is Varsha Sahu, student of MBA Section 5, along with my group members, and we are before you to brief you about our case study, India's first life insurance driving growth with competency mapping. Next slide. Next. Okay, the in our presentation, the contents that we are going to cover today are: the first one is introduction. We will let you know about the company. The second one is Vision 2020. Here we will tell you about that what is the basic vision of the company, and the third one is the organizational structure of the company. The next is competency mapping. What is competency mapping and why it is needed in this company, IFLI. And next one is required behavior capabilities of of India's first life insurance company. Next is competency life cycle roadmap. In this, we will brief you about the approach used for systematically building workforce competencies at India's first life insurance company. Next is the challenges faced by the company, and lastly, we will conclude our case. Now, about IFLI. India's first life insurance company is an insurance company in India, incorporated in November 2009 with its headquarters in Mumbai. This company is headed by Mrs. Vishakha Maheshwari, the managing director and chief executive at India's first life insurance company. The company is a joint venture of two public sector banks in India. The first one is Bank of Baroda with 44% and Andhra Bank with 30%, and further with UK-based financial and investment company Legal and General with 26%. India's first life insurance company crossed more than 2 billions in turnovers in 4.5 months since the start of its operation by selling insurance product which includes various policies. Now, the second point is products provided by India's first life insurance. The first IFLI provide products which include various policies. The first one is life insurance. Life insurance policy is a contract between the policyholder and insurer, in which the insurer agreed to pay nominee a specified amount of money when the insured person died in exchange for a premium paid by policyholder. The second one is group insurance. It is an insurance offered to a specific and defined set of people. The third one is term life insurance. It is a life insurance with coverage offered at fixed premium payment for a limited period of time. And last is pension insurance. It is pension insurance paid the benefit of a pension plan to its member when they reach a predetermined retirement age or when the members exited from the plans. The third point is bank assurance model according to the PPT slide. Now, Bank IFLI adopted the bank assurance business model. Now, first of all, what bank assurance is? So, bank assurance referred to a relationship between an insurance company and a bank under which the products of an insurance company was sold to the existing customer of the bank. Now, how IFLI adopted bank assurance model in their company. So IFLI used Bank of Baroda's and Andhra Bank's existing customer base operating through their more than 9,900 bank branches spread across 1,000 cities and towns in India. Now over to my team member Anushka.
Thank you, Varsha. I am Anushka and I am explaining the Vision 2020. Basically, Vision 2020 to be the largest insurance providing in the country and to be among India's top 5 insurance company by 2020. The theme of this vision is securing life and creating value. The MD and CEO of this insurance company help employees to understanding how they could how they could contribute and achieving the vision 2020. IFLI clearly defined the organizational value is think new, do more, be honest, and be helpful to for employees. Employees as a differentiator need to innovate and focus on customer sectors. They try to do innovate and focus on employees who could generated continuous and sustained innovation, and they could help IFLI to make the difference, differentiate at its customer. Com- Competitive market. Insurance sector is a competitive market over 24 countries. Because other 24 countries also comparing and offering almost same product with the minor price variation. In such competitive scenarios, the only way from IFRI to achieving its vision to focus on the continuous innovation from the employees and offering high quality customer service servicing the policy is more critical than selling. For selling policies, employees try to convince customer to sell, but at the time of servicing, they maintain the customer trust, solve their problem, always try to make customer profit. Mm, Insurance customers are considered more about the speeds at which IFLI understand the claims and settle all the problems. Employees had to be the bedrocks of the innovation to selling the services to the product. Thank you. And now it's over to the Abhishek.
Thank you, Anushka. There is the organizational structure of IFLI. At the top level, MD and CEO is the highest rank executive in the company whose responsibility is to control over the company and to take major cooperative decisions. After this leadership band, it includes president, executive vice president, and senior vice president. Uh, this band is responsible for overseeing the internal operation of the company. Then a strategic band. In this band, commanding authority mainly oversees the department managers. Then the practical band. In this band, and it includes the all managers, which ensure the daily functions. Then the operational band. This band includes all the executives which coordinate the operational activities of company. Over to Aditi.
Thank you, Abhishek. I am Aditi and I will explain the need and the benefits of competency mapping. Before seeing the needs and the benefit, I will explain what is competency mapping. Competency mapping is the process of identifying the performance gap and job related performance gap of an employee and job related skill in order to fill it through the effective training. ये जो competency होती है इसके थ्रू एक पर्टिकुलर हर जॉब के लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो होता है वो competency डेवलप करता है competency की मैपिंग करता है फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर जॉब एंड देन इसको इवेल्युएट करता है रिक्रूट करता है ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स देता है परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट एंड सक्सेशन प्लानिंग ओवर अ पास्ट ईयर्स जो हाईली टैलेंटेड जॉब्स होती थी उनकी बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड्स होती थी ओवर अ ईयर्स हाई टैलेंटेड जॉब और हाई स्किल जॉब्स होती थी उनकी बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड होती थी दिस कॉल द नीड फॉर स्किलफुल मैपिंग तो हेंस जो कंपेटेंसी मैपिंग है उसका इम्पेरेटिव यूज होता है इम्पेरेटिव इंपॉर्टेंस होता है हर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में टू अचीव द एक्सेलेंस नाउ वी विल लुक द नीड ऑफ competency in IFLI and the point of view of IFLI. So first is to develop the competency framework for an employee. IFLI जो है वो जब प्लान्स जो फ्रेमवर्क बना रहे थे उन्होंने कंपेटेंसी मैपिंग की थी मतलब हर पर्टिकुलर जॉब के लिए क्या स्किल्स क्या नॉलेज और क्या स्ट्रैटेजी और क्या अलग अलग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स रिक्वायर होंगे उन्होंने सब डेवलप किया था थ्रू दी कंपेटेंसी मैपिंग के थ्रू हर एक एम्प्लॉय को फिर जो जब उन लोग को इवेल्युएट किया गया था और जब उन लोग को रिक्रूट किया गया था सिलेक्शन जब प्रोसेस हुआ था जो एम्प्लॉय अप टू दी पॉइंट फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे थे उन लोगों के लिए ट्रेनिंग और डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स भी आइडेंटिफाई किए थे कंपेटेंसी आइडेंटिफिकेशन के थ्रू उन्होंने डेवलपमेंट और ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स प्रोवाइड किए थे थर्ड इज टू अचीव द विजन 2020 उनका जो कंपेटेंसी फ्रेमवर्क जो उन लोगों ने डेवलप किया था देन जो ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स थे उनका मेन मोटिव ये था टू अचीव द विजन 2020 उनको टॉप 5 इंश्योरेंस कंपनी में आना था बेसिकली उनका मेन मोटिव था टू अचीव द विजन 2020, जिसको उन्होंने एज अ मिशन ट्रीट किया था. चेंज दी स्लाइड. Now we will look these benefits of competency mapping. Increased in employee self awareness. जब competency mapping के थ्रू जो employees थे वो बहुत ज्यादा self aware हो गए थे, उनकी strength को लेके, उनकी weakness को लेके, और उनकी नॉलेज और स्किल को लेके वो बहुत ज्यादा अवेयर हो गए थे, और जो ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स और जो डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम्स उनको प्रोवाइड किए जा रहे.
Can you link this with the case, giving me the examples of each quadrant which you had made?
सॉरी मैम, कैन यू प्लीज रिपीट.
हाँ, ये जो चारों क्वाड्रेंट्स आपने बताए हैं ना बेनिफिट्स के लिए, आप ये केस से लिंक कर सकते हो, एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हो कि केस में ऐसा हो रहा था.
यस मैम.
प्लीज.
इंक्रीज्ड इन द एम्प्लॉय सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. ये जो बेनिफिट था वो ये जो मेनॉन थे उन्होंने ये जो इनको जब ये लोग इनको जब इंट्रोड्यूस किया, मतलब जो बेनिफिट कंपेटेंसी जो पर्टिकुलर हर जॉब के लिए जो कंपेटेंसी उन्होंने बताई थी, तो इससे जो एम्प्लॉयज है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा मोटिवेट हो रहे थे, बहुत ही अपने स्किल और अपने नॉलेज के लिए वो बहुत ज्यादा अवेयर हो गए थे, और इससे जो बहुत इनोवेटिव और यूनिक परफॉर्मेंस वो लोग दे रहे थे.
केस में मेंशन है ऐसा कहीं पे?
सॉरी मैम,
केस में मेंशन है ऐसा कहीं पे?
सेल्फ अवेयरनेस इंक्रीज हुई थी उनके
कहाँ पे मेंशन है केस में, समझ बताओ ना.
ये बेटा कहाँ से लिया है आपने? ये ओवरऑल जो आपने बनाया है डायग्राम, ये कहाँ से पिक किया है? कौन सी वेबसाइट से लिया है या कहाँ से लिया है?
सर ये मैम ये बेनिफिट्स हैं जो मतलब जो कंपेटेंसी की नीड, और ये क्या बेनिफिट हुआ था IFLI को.
नहीं, केस में से आपने सारे ये पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं या कहीं से आपने डायग्राम पिक किया है?
See, if they are benefits of competency mapping, I am okay. But if you are saying this is benefits of these are benefits which IFLI has achieved from competency mapping, so then you need to give me the examples.
Ma'am, these are the benefits of competency mapping.
Not for ILFI, right?
Yes.
So this is what my question is. आप सिर्फ competency mapping के benefits बता रहे हो, उसको आप केस से रिलेट नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज अभी तो उन्होंने इसको इंट्रोड्यूस ही नहीं किया था.
यस मैम, यस मैम.
थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखा करो when you people are communicating things.
Okay मैम.
Fair enough. Go on.
Second is help in making promotion and internal mobility decision more accurately. Competency mapping के थ्रू जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस होते हैं उन लोग को बहुत ज्यादा मतलब प्रमोशन को करने में बहुत ही एक्यूरेट प्रमोशन होता है, और इंटरनल मोबिलिटी डिसीजंस जो लिए जाते हैं वो बहुत एक्यूरेटली लिए जाते हैं कि न्यू रोल्स में क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगी और क्या रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होंगे, उसके हिसाब से वो लोग प्रमोशन करते हैं. Third is help in performance management of employee, individual departments and overall organization. परफॉर्मेंस मैनेजमेंट के जो मैनेजर रहते हैं उनका वर्क रहता है कि इवेल्युएट करना एम्प्लॉय, इंडिविजुअल डिपार्टमेंट एंड ओवरऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की परफॉर्मेंस को एंड उनको मॉनिटर करना. तो जो सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रहते हैं कंपेटेंसी मैपिंग के थ्रू इनको इवेल्युएट और मॉनिटर करने में एम्प्लॉय की, इंडिविजुअल डिपार्टमेंट एंड ओवरऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की परफॉर्मेंस में बहुत हेल्पफुल होता है. असिस्ट इन जॉब इवेल्युएशन. कंपेटेंसी मैपिंग के थ्रू एक उन्होंने जॉब इवेल्युएशन का जो टूल होता है वो असिस्ट किया था, जिससे रिक्रूटमेंट एंड सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस एज पर द नीड हो जाए. दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड. ओवर टू अनुष्का.
Thank you, Aditi. Now I am identify the behavior and the behavior capability of IFLI brands. These brands are divided in 4 parts: operational, tactical, strategical, and leadership. In operational, planning and organization are skills that need to come through in order to achieving the successful outcome. This is the ability to develop strategies plan from achieving the goal. Achievement orientation. Achievement orientation is a skill show your capability from permanent improvement. In In these, they meet deadlines, maintain high standard, and look the overcomes in any circumstance circumstance in positive manner. They often set high goals and standard of work hard from achieving the goal. In in achievement orientation, capability is never give up and find the way to encourage others to achieve their goals. Third is effective communication, the skill that sending effective information to others and also receiving the effective information from others. In other words, it is nothing but the presentation of view by the sender in the best way understand by receiver. The second is practical in analytical thinking, the capability comprehension issues or problem by breaking it into small pieces, using the logical reasoning process to breaking down and the work through the situation and problem to arrive at the outcomes. In it, recognize the fundamental elements of situations, clarifying the situation and examining the outcomes. The next is intensive. In this, they identify the challenges and opportunities. A person with intensive a person with intensive is motivated to do the things. If you are taking the incentive, you are willing to do things in your own way. The third is strategical orientation. In this the capability to think about the organizational issues and identify the importance factor of the complex situation. Main aim to identify the issues or understanding the situation or find the factor to solve the issues. The next is developing other. Must to able to develop and coach other and review the work other to order to improve and advance the skill, knowledge, and performance. The next is impact and influence. Impact and influence is the ability to influence and convince other to adopt the specified course of action. It involves the uses of persuasion techniques, presentations, and negotiations skill to achieving the desired result. It is intention to convince other groups or individually. The last is leadership. Innovation means using your imagination to see yourself in future. The architectures of the vision of the future, given the changes to making environment and industry. Third is fost- fostering collaboration. Collaboration is the action of work with someone to produce or create something. In this, you understand the different perspective of working through of the achieving the common goals. Institutional building simply refers other institutional buildings that fulfill the rate related to healthcare, educational, public works. Process of process and policies contributed to creating a great place of work. Thank you. And now it's over to Adarsh.
Good morning, respected faculty members. Today I am going to present on the topic CLR. CLR stands for Competency Life Cycle Roadmap, which is a systematic approach for developing and sustaining the readiness of the workforce of an organization over time. It is basically a life cycle of competence.
Adarsh,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
before
ma'am.
explaining the CLR, if you could just explain what is competency mapping.
Ma'am, competency mapping is the identification of the skills and behavioral attitudes required for required by an individual for for a particular job position.
Okay, take it. Take it. Very good. Fair enough. Go on.
So it is basically a life cycle of competency in an organization and can be divided into the four phases. The first phase is map competency. In this phase, the organization identifies the specific skills, knowledge, abilities, and behavior required to operate in a specific job position. And in case of IFLI, Mr. Menon realized that in order to achieve the Vision 2020, that too in a competitive scenario of insurance market, as they should focus on continuous innovation from its employees. And in order to do so, Mr. Menon defined and introduced roles, competencies, and behavioral indicators required to be successful in an organization. Mr. Menon also formed a competency systems team for that purpose and held meetings with functional heads and leadership teams of different zones and compared the gathered information with previous year's data and outlined the several behavioral competencies with help of which they filled the gap between the job expectations of IFLI from their employees and actual work done by them by developing certain training programs to enhance the behavioral and technical skills. The second phase consists of competency diagnosis. It is an analysis which consists of identifying the type of skills or competencies that employees must possess for the organization to accomplish its goals. And in case of IFLI, Mr. Menon asked the head of talent management, Mr. Kaustubh Parker, to link employees' career progression to their competencies diagnosis. And Mr. Parker realized that employee who had been promoted earlier due to their previous performance failed in the respective new roles due to the lack of competency for the new role. And based on their performance, these employees were divided into three different quadrants, which are growth quadrant, ACE quadrant, and development quadrant. Now we will talk about develop competency. As the problem has been identified in diagnosis, new organization have to focus on solving those problems. Now organization have to focus on solving those problems by developing competencies in their employees. And in order to achieve that, Mr. Menon had strategized about creating a meritocracy environment at IFLI. They not only developed 27 programs, but also developed capability development exercises, as exercises are more helpful in understanding the job roles by the employees. Uh, Pay for performance and promote for potential policy was introduced, in which criteria is developed for rewarding someone with promotion, which was based on the three different categories. First is the length of time in the current role. Second was the employee's performance in the current role. And third was the whether the employee had defined competency to perform the challenges demanded by new role, which brings us to the phase four of the competency life cycle, that is monitoring competency. After development of competencies, according to the need of an organization, there is always a need to monitor those competencies and upgrade it with the time as the scenario of the market changes gradually. And in order to monitor competency in IFLI, Mr. Menon shared the need for two-way communication and transparency when communicating, as this would help to gain feedback from employees, as feedback facilitates in better understanding of the competencies from employees' perspective, which will lead to the effective monitoring of competencies. Now, further will be explained by Abhishek.
Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Adarsh. Now challenges faced by IFLI. Uh, Proper implementation of competency framework. The competency framework is not so easy for the company. It is very hard to implement their framework in their existing employees. They have no option to recruit new and well-trained employees. They had to upgrade their employees. Competitive market environment. There are already 24 companies in this insurance sector, and so there is a very competitive market, and these companies have attract demand by fluctuating their price. So, and work culture of all companies is same. So there is very difficult to survive in the market and grow in the market. Now, an experience with such advanced ideas. this is very tough to employees to perform their new expected role. So they have not experienced before the idea that why they implement. It is not easy to grow 19th rank to top 5 in the short of period. So they have to improve their speed to devise a plan and achieve Vision 2020. Now my colleague Himanshu will conclude the case.
Thank you, Abhishek. So good morning, all faculty members. Myself, Himanshu Batham, and I'm here to conclude the case. So first point is effective and efficient work. Mr. Menon had realized that insurance is very highly regulated market, and there is very stiff competition between insurance providers. In order to differentiate from competencies, they use advanced and innovative ideas. What should we say? Equipping their employees with some good skills in effective and efficient manner. So next is upgrading employees. At that time, they have limited manpower. To achieve the organization vision, they started upgrading their employees with 27 different training and development programs, so that they can contribute in Vision 2020. So next is aggressive frameworking. The Vision 2020 was hard to achieve in limited time. In order to grow aggressive, they opted for advanced frameworking in aggressive way. So next is bridging the gaps. There was a gap between what organization was expected from the employees and what the employees was actually doing. So in order to filling those gaps, they analyzed the situation and took the correct measures to remove the gaps. So that's all from our side. Thank you all faculty members for giving us a chance to present our understanding on this case. Thank you everyone.